What's going on, guys? I am doing this video so you don't get scammed the way I got scammed. And if you ever see this guy face or whatever, if you ever see a supplier online that's from China and they got this bargain deal that's going on and they said they're a supplier where they have 3 pair of sneakers for $120 or 5 pair of sneakers for $100, I suggest that you run. And I'm gonna keep this real brief. I don't want to be too long, but if you see this guy face, he's a scammer. He will steal your money and then talk crap afterwards. So my story is, there was an ad running saying that, you could get 3 pairs of sneakers for $120. I clicked on it and it went to WhatsApp. But remind you, I'm a very cautious person. Very, very cautious, okay? So I messaged this person. The person replies back stating like, yes, it's real, etc. blah blah blah. Meantime, I'm messaging other suppliers that's on Instagram that does the same thing, okay? They all scammers. There's some that's legit, right? But you won't get those prices. It'll be a little bit more expensive, but sometimes there are scammers as well. So it's like you taking a risk. But the reason why I proceeded with this guy is because the other suppliers did not want to show their face. Like I said, I'm extra cautious. This is my first time getting scammed, and it happens to the best, right? And the reason why it happened is because he was willing to show his face. He showed a product, and he showed fake screenshots, of course, which I already knew there was Photoshop. And then he shows products that he's shipping. It could have been somebody else's place that's actually shipping products elsewhere, and he utilized that place to make it seem like it's real. He risked showing his face for $170, okay, because I bought 3 pair of sneakers. That's $120 plus like 3 slides, which came up to $170 total. So like I said, I proceeded with him is because he was willing to show his face. He showed a product, he showed a place, and I was very eager as well. So that's why I proceeded to do the transaction. The other people did not want to show their face, so that was like a red flag right there. But at first, I had to like really force him to show his face, There were signs afterwards where I told him to send me a request. They don't do Cash App, and they didn't want to do Zelle. He wanted to do Apple Pay. So I told him to send me a request. He sent me the request. I tried to pay, and Apple Pay sent me a warning stating that this merchant is a scam. And not only that, I've purchased from other people and I've got that notice and I got my product. The reason why sometimes they give you notification is because so much transactions go through their system with that merchant, and sometimes it kind of raises a red flag. So I was thinking the same. So I tried once, it did not work. I tried a second time, it did not work. And I was like, all right. I said it out loud too. I said, this must be a sign. But the 3rd time, he sent me another Apple Pay address and it went through. So when it went through, I sent them a screenshot as proof, etc. And of course I was questioning him, like wanted to confirm. I was like, what is the process? And he told me, it takes this amount of time, etc. And if you don't like your product, before 30 days, I will send you back a refund, blah, 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 etc. I was asking him, can you send me the tracking information? He didn't even try to send me the tracking information. I had to ask him, what is the tracking so I can track the package? So I tracked the package and I was looking at the steps, the locations that it was going to, right? But it was still stuck in China. It didn't leave China. So fine. 3 days go by and I'm just like, why is this package still in China? So I sent them a message asking, is this normal? Is this a part of the process where this package stays here for 3 days and don't move around at all? Because you were saying that it'll be here within like 8 days. This is like what actually it was like the 5th day, because the 5th day. And I'm like, the package haven't moved. So I didn't get a response. That's number one. I seen, because we were going back and forth on WhatsApp, by the way. Yes, Vera WhatsApp, we was messaging. And when I messaged him that, I seen the blue check that showed me that he looked at the message, but he never replied. So I sent him a question mark, like, what's going on? And he texted me a copy and paste message, because you can tell he does this on a regular, stating something about tariff. Tariff is not even active right now. I've spoke to other merchants, and they said it's supposed to be active sometime the beginning of May, not now, right? So I already knew he was lying from that, and that whole paragraph, it just looks scammy. So automatically I was like, okay, this guy, he scammed me, right? So we going back and forth. He's telling me that I have to pay a certain percentage, and he paid a certain percentage already, and I gotta get in contact with customs and all this, and he's not even guiding me nowhere to like how to do this, right? And he's telling me, oh, this rarely happens, and this is all this crap, right? So eventually he starts getting mad because I'm messaging him asking questions. So I contact USPS. I told him the situation. I said, this package is delayed, etc. What is going on? And she's telling me that, tariff is not active. And I'm like, somebody told me before, a merchant, that it starts in May, the beginning of May. And she was like, yes, tariff is not active. And then she was like, maybe he made a mistake, etc. But someone told me to tell the USPS lady that the reason why I contacted you guys is because it was a delay with my package, and I was trying to figure out if this guy's a scam. And she was like, hey, it might be a scam. And I'm like, what? It can be a scam? She's like, yes. She was like, what is the address that you're expecting the package to go to? So I gave her the address. Okay, which is like my old girlfriend's address, right? It's not where I stay at, because I would never give these people my address. That's just how I am. And she said it's not going to that address. It's going to Massachusetts. And I'm like, what? She said, yes. So I'm like, I got scammed? She's like, yes, you got scammed. And I told her what was the products. It was sneakers, like a couple pair of sneakers and slides. She told me the package is equivalent to sunflower seeds. The weight of the package is equivalent to sunflower seeds. So you're not getting no sneakers, and they sent it to a different address. I'm like, okay, so I got scammed. She was like, yes. She said that happened to me before, and I'm a very cautious person, etc. She was telling me her story, what happened, and they sent it to another address, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow. Knowing me, how cautious I am, extra cautious, I would never thought I would be scammed, because I be on it. Professionals tried before, and they never succeeded. But the reason, like I said, once again, why I did the transaction is because he showed his face. He showed some products. He showed the shipments and everything. And I'm just like, okay. And I was very eager. And like I said before, I had, I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but I had purchased from another merchant that was kind of correlated with them. A situation happened that I didn't like, and they refunded my money, but they were legit. But this guy here, he was not legit. Obviously, he was a scam. So that's why I got scammed. It won't happen again. I promise you it won't happen again. So I'm just doing this video so you guys don't get scammed the way I got scammed. So if you see this fat face Asian guy, Chinese, they in Hong Kong, China, Hong Kong, do not proceed. And like I said, just don't even do no type of transaction on Instagram, any social media that's stating that you will get 5 pair of sneakers for $100 or 3 pair of sneakers for $120. Like it's a red flag. A lot of them are a red flag. And I don't want to make this too long, but this is the guy here. It wasn't no audio because it was muted. I screen recorded. By the way, he didn't know I was screen recording him when I was doing the FaceTime. That was the whole reason why I asked him to do a FaceTime so I could screen record him. Not just to see who he is, but I screen recorded him. And I sent him a picture and he was shocked and he never replied back. And I also sent him a link. He clicked on the link and I know his IP address. He's an idiot, right? I don't want to say too much, but I have my people working on this. You know, the universe will handle him and so will law enforcement. But I'm not going to say too much. But yes, so guys, be careful online. You know, any Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, be careful with these Asian so-called suppliers, okay? Manufacturer suppliers. They saying that they're selling it for the low. You know, there's places where you can actually get shoes for the low. And I was thinking that, oh, maybe I got the connect, I got the plug. But obviously it wasn't the plug. It was a scam. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, this is the name that they utilize on WhatsApp. It's called欣德林Terminal Supply. Most likely they have multiple WhatsApp accounts. After this video, if they see it, they might change their name to something different. So I would suggest don't buy from no China supplier that's on social media. Just don't.